Welcome back to another video on this channel. Today we're going to be working on my Hyundai Genesis, and we'll be doing something that may seem familiar, installing one of these. So we're going to do a little unboxing first, and then we'll go through and install it into the car. And don't mind my messy ass dirty seats. This is a daily driver that hasn't been detailed since I bought the damn thing, so we're not going to worry about that. Starting out, you know, you're gonna open the box, you're gonna have this, and here is your camera, or your mirror, your front camera, but also your mirror. Hello. Under that, let's see what we have. So, here is your, I believe, okay. Here's your GPS to be able to track how fast you're going and where you've been at. You have a polar type thing to be able to, you know, stick it behind your headliner and in there, trying to tuck your wires. Here's the camera. You're going to run that towards the back of your car, either up there in the top of your window, or you can put it outside your car. I'm going to figure that out afterwards, but there's that. Box number 2, you have your power cord. And you have all of your instructions, your user manual, all of that. So let's get to installing this. So I'm sorry if the camera angles aren't the best. I don't have a tripod right now. So what you're going to do first is you have these rubbers on the back of the mirror. You're going to take those off, at least off the bottom. Put that on your mirror, pull those back under, and put them back to where you got them. It's going to be the same thing as the Miata video. And I'll set that to where I can see out the back of the car, because it still works as a normal rear view mirror if you don't want the screen. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run this camera from here to the back of the car, back there. And it comes with 2 screws and a sticky pad. So if you don't want to screw into your chassis, you can use that sticky pad. Just make sure you clean the surface first. So you can actually unplug the camera from this wiring. I'm going to do that just to make it just a little bit easier to run this where I need it, or that where I need it, without having this bulky camera on the end. And another thing is you also have this red cable right here, which at the end is just stripped. That is your reverse camera. So if you wire that into your reverse lights or something like that, that gets power when you go into reverse. All right, so if you look up here, you're gonna have 4 different slots. You have a USB slot, an AV slot, your whatever that says, TF, but that's your memory card slot, and your GPS slot. This is gonna go into that second one, not the USB, but that hole right there. And once you get that plugged in, just take your wire. Sorry about my headliner. I'm gonna redo the headliner in this car here soon, so look forward to that video. You're just gonna take your wire, tuck it up here, tuck it in where you can, and just try and hide it all the way back your car. And this is where that blue tool comes in. You can take it and just shove it right there. Don't do that. Use this blue tool to take the wire and just shove it down where you need if you can't quite get it in there with your fingers. That, or you can take these panels off, put it in there, and then put it back on. But this is easier, quicker. All right, so I ran the wire up through here. Don't mind the headliner. Down here. Looped it out right here. And had to go down my weather stripping and under this plate, along with my sub wiring and everything. And then back here, I'm still working on my seats. Got water in them and they need to be cleaned and everything. So back here is all open. I ran it back to the trunk. From the trunk, I just ran it back through, went down into here, and there was a little grommet right here that went down to under the car. Right there. Pulled it down under and through that hole in the license plate. And from behind the license plate, I will put the camera right there. But I gotta clean that first. All right, you're gonna take the sticky pad now. I have the camera here. I'm not gonna be using the screws because I don't wanna stick holes into the bumper. Just gonna take that, line it up here best you can. And then always clean where you're gonna stick it, because if you don't, it'll just stick to the dirt, and dirt doesn't really stick as good as glue. Yeah. And then you're gonna peel the other side of the stickiness off. Is that still center? Yep. All right. Hold it for like 5-10 seconds. Sticks good. Put some pressure on it. Alright, next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your power wire. Has this on the end of it. There are kits you can get where you can cut this off and hardwire it so you don't take up one of your USB slots or cigarette lighter spots. What I'm going to do for now is I'm going to plug it in up here where it says USB. There. Alright, once you get that plugged in, you're going to take the power wire and just shove it up there along with where you ran your camera wire. So again, I'm just taking the wire down, tucking it behind my weather stripping, and then under that plastic that goes along here along with my sub wire. I'm gonna end up zip tying all this together so it can click down easier and all stays together. All right, so the power cable is ran up, across, down, and around the corner. And there we go. Still got to wire in the GPS, put in an SD card and everything, go through the settings and figure that stuff out. But Dashcam smart drive. What? That's cool. Yeah, we're gonna have to go through here and mess with it. But anyway, turn that off. Fuck. All right, so now we have the GPS, which is going to tell us like where we've been, how fast we're going, blah blah blah. That's also going to plug into the GPS slot that's up there. And the only slot we haven't used yet is micro SD card slot, which you just got to put that in there for memory. But I'm going to take the GPS wire and I'm going to run that along the headliner on the passenger side, since we already have 2 wires going the driver's side. And I'm going to go down the A-pillar and I'm just going to go across and put it up here. I don't know if this really needs a good signal or if I can just put it anywhere in the car, but I'm going to just stick it up here and have the wire going across and up there. All right, so as I was running the wire, I didn't have enough to go across to the middle and just stick it up here in the middle. So I'm going to run the wire down and then run it back up and actually have the GPS up here in the corner of the windshield. And there we go, got the GPS put in. So now that that's put in, you can see here there's miles per hour and the direction we are facing ahead of us. Or in the direction we're facing ahead of us. That was the blind spot thing. This is cool. This one's so much more stuff than that one. All we got to do now is put an SD card in it and go for a test drive. It's about 7:42 in the morning, so it's pretty bright out. It may get a little lighter through the day. That's what it looks like during day driving and on the highway, which I feel like is really where this thing is, more during day hours. It's just as bright. You can still see everything just as clear. And it looks pretty good too. Last thing I need to see is how it's gonna look at night. So this is how the camera looks at night. As you can see, it is a little bright, but it's also my screen, or my camera recording my screen. In person, it looks a lot better and the quality gets even better, especially in the city or under street lights, because there's actually light for the camera. I think it's still pretty good with night driving. It's not as good as day driving, but it's, you know, not bad. Not the dark outro, but I'm sitting in my car right now. If you liked today's video, don't forget to leave a like, and if you would like to see some more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let me know of any other videos you guys would like to see on the Genesis or the Miata. I am currently working on both of those. This is my daily, so not so much to the Genesis, but if you guys have any ideas for any videos you want me to do, just let me know, leave it down in the comments. And also go follow my TikTok. It is at Galaxy Sandwich 137. I used to have an old TikTok. It was Galaxy_Sandwich or something like that. I ended up getting kicked out of that. So go follow the new one at Galaxy Sandwich 137. And I will see you in the next video.